Let's take a minute to explore what we're going to be learning in a virtual reality, our VR ministry workshop. And this is really important before you launch your VR ministry because there's so many things you have to learn. And we're going to really cram this into a jam-packed live workshop where we're going to be talking a lot about group discussions and PowerPoint presentations and even demos with VR CEOs. So let's jump in and identify real clearly what you're going to be learning in the VR ministry workshop. And as we jump in, we're going to be talking about an overview, and then we're going to be talking about each particular hour because there are 3 hours in this workshop, and then we're going to wrap everything up real quickly. So let's jump in and introduce you to the idea of a VR ministry workshop. And this is a project I've been working on since the summer of 2016, and I've really condensed it into just a jam-packed 3 hours where we're going to be just downloading a ton of information of big trends and even at a granular level of how to create a VR prayer. So we're going to go big and we're going to go deep in a 3-hour jam-packed session where we're going to be talking about things through PowerPoint presentations, like we talked about group discussions and even demonstrations. So in these 3 hours, we're going to be talking about first our new technological era. Second is how we're going to create and deliver VR prayers. And then third, we're going to be talking about VR ministry applications. So now let's take just a little bit of a look into each of the particular hours. In the first hour, we're going to be talking about our new technological era. And I think a lot of us have realized, I think deep in our heart and deep in our being and deep in our prayer life, there is something new happening in the world and we can't quite figure it out. And I can actually quite clearly tell you what it is. And it's the fact that we have a whole new set of tools that you're going to be introduced to in the next 5 to 10 years that will fundamentally change humanity in ways that it's never seen before. So this is now the most technologically disruptive time in history. So my job is to get you up to speed really with this technology and how we can use one of these immersive reality tools for the good of others and for the glory of God. And that is what my work is in the VR ministry. So the first hour is really to get you in to that conversation with a series of PowerPoints, videos, and even group discussion. But there are 3 main points. The first is defining our new technological era, actually clearly identifying it for you. And then clearly identifying our 5 new realities, because we have our new reality of where we're together praying for each other. But also we have 5 new additional realities that will be on Main Street in 2022 to 2030 as all of this gets launched. And we can really use these tools for good. And that's my job with VR ministry, is using VR for God. In the second hour, this is going to be just jam-packed where we're going to jump in at a deep level and we're going to teach you how to create and deliver VR prayers. This is the cornerstone of a VR ministry, is creating immersive experiences. And it's just a great opportunity to really take a deep dive in how to do this. So in the first part of this hour, we're going to talk about the 3 types of VR prayers. They are 360 personal prayers, 360 community prayers, and then VR prayers. Then we're going to wrap it up by teaching you how to safely deliver VR prayers through VR stations, the 3 steps of the delivery, and then considerations you need to consider as you deliver these VR prayers. And number 3 is the fact that you can now take what you've learned and then make some applications. These applications include really navigating a virtual reality church campus or a VR world. And these could include experiences in the real reality or in a virtual reality. Other opportunities include VR training and VR education. And these are things that will really allow, for example, like a prison ministry to really unleash their ability to train their volunteers by onboarding volunteers in a way that they haven't seen before. They say even retention's better, and it's just a more affordable and effective way to train volunteers. The last application are VR messaging opportunities, and this is where a ministry can create advertising messages, even sales opportunities for maybe a hospice organization or public relations, or even fundraising, for example. Can you imagine telling somebody that you're going to build a beautiful new hospice facility to help the people in your community? What a great way to build a vision by actually bringing people into a vision of the future. And you can do that now with the VR hospice ministry. So a VR ministry is much more than a VR world. It's actually a whole series of applications that you can use that will really unleash our ability to connect in prayer and really connect with each other in terms of education and training. And as you've quickly learned in the VR ministry workshop, it's just a jam-packed 3 hours. It's going to be intense, and it may well be one of the most rewarding and challenging 3 hours ever for the attendees as we learn about our new technological era, where for the first time, actually attendees will cry. They will be just astounded at the information that they don't know of the technology that we now have available in artificial intelligence, robotics, nanotech, biotech, flying motorcycles, flying cars, and it's just endless of all the things that are now landing before 2030. So in these 3 hours, again, we're going to learn about our new technological era, how to create and deliver VR prayers, and then the VR applications, which would be how to create VR worlds, VR training and education, and even VR in advertising, public relations, and even fundraising. So again, my name is Todd Brinkman, and I'm the founder of VR Ministry, and it's just been an honor of mine to introduce to you the workshop. And it's going to be just a pleasure to launch you and your team into creating your own VR ministry. So here's the website to check it out, vrministry.com, and then /VR-prayers-workshop, where you can learn more about this and actually enroll and get signed up right away. And then from there, actually at the end of the workshop, we're going to go ahead and plan your VR ministry. And then you're going to launch your ministry program soon after. So it's just exciting to get you into the conversation, teach you everything you need to know to get started. And then from there, we can work together in using VR for the glory of God.